My name is H.A. Goodman. I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. And to read all my writing, go to counterpropa.com. Counterpropa has a fantastic new article. It's CNN and the New York Times created Trump. Trump is now banning them. That article is below. Please share it. It's my latest in Counterpropa, and it explains exactly how we got to the point where the president is banning CNN and the New York Times. Tom Perez is now the DNC chair. Check out my last segment on that. We basically have another Debbie Wasserman Schultz. We have an establishment candidate that's going to cheat Bernie Sanders, cheat Tulsi Gabbard, cheat Nina Turner if or when they run in 2020. Right now, we're looking at 8 years of Trump. So to my progressive viewers, I know I have conservative viewers, independent viewers. I have everybody watching this channel. I'm very happy and appreciative. But we have 8 years of Trump. Why? Because WikiLeaks just exposed Tom Perez. He basically cheated for Hillary Clinton alongside Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Donna Brazile. So you have basically the Democrats are 3 for 3 in terms of DNC chairs beholden to Hillary Clinton and the Democratic establishment. You had Debbie Wasserman Schultz resigning, in addition to 4 other Democratic officials. Then you had Donna Brazile resigning from CNN for feeding debate questions to Hillary Clinton. Now you have Tom Perez, and we find out from WikiLeaks emails that, well, I'll read you one article. Newly elected Labor Secretary advised Clinton, newly elected DNC chair Tom Perez, Labor Secretary advised Clinton to cast Sanders as candidate of whites to turn off minorities. This is the reason, one of the reasons that Democrats lost. The identity politics didn't work. 29% of Latinos voted for Trump even after he wanted to build a wall. That's how horrible Hillary Clinton was. And 8% of black voters voted for Trump. Minority voters voted for Trump at greater percentages than even Mitt Romney. Labor Secretary Tom Perez, who has spent a considerable amount of time boosting Hillary Clinton's campaign, offered advice in February how to change the narrative so people of color were discouraged from supporting Bernie Sanders. The most passionate people, my friend Tim Black, for example, who championed Bernie Sanders and Jill Stein. The most passionate people were people of color who championed Bernie Sanders and then eventually Jill Stein. The narrative that only white progressives or the Bernie bros, that ridiculous narrative was perpetuated, the myth was perpetuated by Hillary Clinton, a woman who called black youth super predators. It was also furthered by Tom Perez after Bernie destroyed Clinton in New Hampshire. So Nevada was supposed to be, and I'll read, quote, Nevada is an opportunity to fight back on so many levels, Perez argued. First, the current storyline is that she does not connect well with young voters. Given that Nevada is far more demographically representative of America, I am confident that HOC can do well with African Americans, Latinos, and Asians. Asian Americans, by the way, were the first ethnic group to, by and large, support Bernie Sanders. And as Bernie Sanders became more popular, people of every ethnic group, race, gravitated towards Bernie, especially if you were in the Democratic Party. He then goes on to talk about Clinton should use Nevada as a firewall, and that that they should basically play upon the myth of the Bernie bros, of the white male in the basement. To Clinton, everyone was either deplorable or in a basement someplace. That's the type of politics that Tom Perez will continue as DNC chair. The identity politics that's not only failed, it led to Trump. So when people say, oh, H.A., you're a Trump apologist, WikiLeaks right now, go to the WikiLeaks Twitter page, just exposed Tom Perez. Tom Perez is another Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Give me your thoughts below. I called it in 2015. I said Trump would win if Clinton was elected. I am telling you right now, Trump is going to win 2020. It doesn't matter how much they elected Tom Perez because he can generate and raise a great deal of money. It doesn't matter how much money they raise. Conservatives are motivated by fear. Or the undocumented immigrants are going to take your jobs. The refugees from Syria are going to cause havoc. That motivates a lot of conservatives to vote for a certain candidate or Trump. Fear doesn't really motivate progressives. Progressive voters have to be, there has to be an ideal to champion. Single payer, breaking up too big to fail banks, ending counterinsurgency wars. All of these issues, and there's a lot of conservatives who want some of those issues as well, or independence for sure. But you have to stand for something. You can't just say, Trump is horrible, give us money. That might work for big donors, but it's not going to work for grassroots. Tom Perez will fail just like Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Donna Brazile because the Democratic Party is corrupt. And it focuses on things like painting Bernie Sanders as only appealing to white progressives, when in reality he was appealing to everybody. Give me your thoughts below. Thank you so much for listening. WikiLeaks just exposes Tom Perez.